The most unrealistic thing about this movie is allowing a 12-year-old girl to run around the streets of New York City day and night unsupervised as she pleases. I would believe that there is an actual foster home for imaginary friends out there somewhere before I would ever believe a parent or a grandparent would allow their child to run around New York City alone. But that's just me, I guess. Also, y'all, I think I'm losing my voice a little bit, so if you hear a little voice crack, you know why. So If is a brand new family comedy film directed by John Krasinski. The film stars Kaylee Fleming, Ryan Reynolds, Steve Carell, and the posthumous Louis Gossett Jr. After discovering she can see everyone's imaginary friends, a girl embarks on a magical adventure to reconnect forgotten ifs with their kids. First off, I want to give John Krasinski his props on the creative designs of the ifs. I felt that each and every single if have their own unique design and look to them. Everything from just talking flowers, to a talking glass of ice water, to bubbles, to a 1940s inspired cartoon. I felt that John Krasinski put a lot of imaginative thought into the design of the ifs, and I gotta give credit where credit is due. For a live-action family comedy film, the special effects in here are pretty good. I don't think there was one moment where I felt that the CGI was sticking out or it looked out of place. All of the ifs blended so fluidly with the real world. If anything, Roger Rabbit walked so Space Jam could jog, and Space Jam jogged so If could fly. Major props to the special effects team on this one. I thought the casting here was amazing. Kaylee Fleming, Ryan Reynolds, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Steve Carell, they were all incredible. The biggest standout to me was Kaylee Fleming. Kaylee had the task of playing this young girl with a huge and bright imagination while bringing in a level of optimism and also fear and worry. And I thought she did a phenomenal job at playing that part because the movie really centers around her, and if her performance was not good, this movie would have fell a little bit short. But then again, y'all, this is Judith Grimes, so I expected nothing less. Steve Carell was great as this clumsy and silly, but yet joyous and friendly monster. Even though his character is mainly the comic relief, I do believe that his character Blue does bring some heart into this film. But we all know who the real Blue is. And Ryan Reynolds, he basically played Ryan Reynolds. I don't care what nobody says. I will never get tired of Ryan Reynolds. And then do a big reveal of Ryan Reynolds' character in the very end. And I don't know how I felt about that. Like, I didn't hate it, but it's kind of like, I guess. But I think what really makes this movie important and special to me is the importance of having an imagination and reconnecting with your inner child, especially when we're at our most lowest or most heightened points in our lives. I think it is important for us adults to remember who we are and to remember the example that we're setting for our children and the next generation. And despite the amazing themes and message of the film, the problem I had with this movie, like the biggest problem, is that I felt like the world of the ifs and the ifs themselves, it felt kind of surface leveled. I wanted to explore more of the ifs. I wanted to explore more of the world of the ifs. And with the world of the ifs and essentially the goal for all of the ifs, it kind of is like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends in a way. I really felt like there was a lot of opportunity there, but maybe that just wasn't the goal of the movie. If that's the case, that's fine, but a guy can wish. But in the end, y'all, I adored If. I think children are certainly going to love this movie. But for adults, I think although most will enjoy it, there's going to be some stuff that a lot of adults are wishing that the movie could have given more of. But as far as the themes of this film go, I think most people will be satisfied. So plugging If into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pinnacle zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for If. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about If. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Who was your favorite If? Did you guys grow up watching Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you all in the next one.